Yes. How are we doing? Welcome back to Wrestle News 365. We are back for another watch along for WWE Night of Champions 2026. How are we all doing? The show is kicking off in just under 9 minutes time. I can see on my Netflix right in front of me here. I've got a bit of a different setup now. I've been changing things up in here. If you can hear background noise, it is because it is absolutely boiling here in the UK at the moment. And I know, when it comes to, well, where I am it's hotter, where I am it's warmer, we're not built for it. Or certainly I am not built for it. My goodness me, I can see actually on my fan, which is right next to here, I got one of these ones where it tells you the temperature, and it's 29 degrees in this room. And I think today's the last day of the heat wave, and then it's going to break. So, not a moment too soon. Not a moment too soon. And yeah, it is brutal. Big up to the chat though. With my new setup, the chat is here, which I can get up on the screen. My Netflix is here, right directly in front of the camera, and my my streaming stuff is over here. So if you see me looking around, that is why. And I got two mice here. This is the one I want. Big up Austin Baker, one of our mods as well, says, "Yo, O-Dog and chat here for another great stream. Don't forget to like on the way in." Yes, exactly. If you haven't already, click the like button, and also be sure to subscribe. New subscribers will pop up in this vicinity here, along with super chats. Everything happens here. Everything happens there. What else we got here? We got Rid. Big up, Rid. You're always here. It says it's cooled down massively for me today. It was abhorrent yesterday. It was brutal. Tomorrow will be much better. That's what it says allegedly. The problem is where I am. It's not the heat. I reckon this is one of the most humid places in the country. Like, I was checking yesterday. It was more humid where I am, and the same temperature as it was in like Beijing, which is obviously just unbelievably humid. So yeah, that is why the towel is here. The towel is here and prepared. The fans are going all different directions. The window is open, which I don't usually do, but it's needed. My goodness me, it is needed to say the very least. But we got a PLE to talk about. It is Night of Champions in Riyadh. It's another Saudi PLE, which we've got to get used to. Of course, remember, WrestleMania.
Acknowledge me.
At United_Love.86 has become a WN365 roster member. Big up Owen. Sorry to disappoint, but week after next will be a week of 30s too. Are you watching TNA later? X might be on it.
I tell you, what is that true? Week after next is going to be 30s. I saw on the weather app, for me, like I said, the next week's going to be a bit cooler. But then I did see, like, right at the end, it was going, it's going to heat back up. Oh, no. I did see something, to be fair, on the news that was like, in 25 years' time, you'll be getting down south, like, regularly over 40. And I was like, oh, my God, that is very, 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 very scary. As for watching TNA later, I might watch it. I won't be streaming it because we're going to be streaming Forbidden Door tomorrow, and an AEW pay-per-view is that's a late ask. That's a late ask, so I can't get 2 late nights back-to-back. So, but I may be, if I don't watch it live, we'll cover it on the channel, certainly. X is in expressions, as in literal expressions.
Yeah!
At Jason Hanna 9,912 super chatted £5.
The super chat is
Big
back.
up Owen, like the new setup.
Big up Jason Hanna, always puts a super chat in on the watch longs on the live stream, so big up to you. Yeah, we've been putting it together for a little bit. I've got an extra screen here with the camera that I'm still getting used to. Still trying to find the right settings for and all that kind of stuff. The problem is, whenever you do a new setup, you try and plan it out as best as you can, and you think that you just need these certain things, and then you end up needing more stuff. So I still need to fine tune it, but we'll get there. So yes, but big up Jason Hanna, appreciate you. What was I going to talk about? Oh yes, the event, the event, the actual PLE. So I think they're saying that the match that is going to start the PLE, I think they were saying, is going to be the steel cage match, which is Seth Rollins against Bron Breakker. This is a bit of a strange one, isn't it? Because, of course, Bron did beat Seth at Backlash, but this feud will just never end. I mean, I think this is the end point just purely because, let's face it, maybe partially creatively, but also just because of bad luck. The whole Vision angle has been a complete and total disaster, hasn't it? Let's be honest. We can't dress it up. Mainly because of the injuries. It wasn't, I don't think, super red hot anyway. I think there was a bit of sort of Vision fatigue very, very early. But then when you look at the injuries, of course, to Seth Rollins, to Bron Breakker, to Bronson Reed, to Logan Paul, even this week, Paul Heyman was saying that actually he was checking himself in and out of hospital with, what did he say? It was like a bladder infection, or he had kidney stones or something like that. And he even had to do one of his promos. He had like a catheter in and a PICC line in the ring. And he cut a promo, nobody knew. So talk about a cursed angle on that one. As far as who should win, I mean, the thing is, I would say, well, Bron Breakker again should win. Seth it doesn't hurt him losing. Maybe you could have a situation with, Bronson Reed comes back and breaks off the chain of the cage door to get in, something along those lines. But then if there is nefarious or shenanigans, that implies the angle's going to carry on. And I just think that everyone needs to go in their sort of separate directions with the whole Vision thing. So, yeah, I'm not sure.
At United_love.86 super chatted £5. Yeah, Expressions is out there with AJ Francis heading to Boston. I did see something about that,
yes.
They've been kayfabe beefing Elias. And X has been training, so would be funny if he was.
Yeah, I did see something about that, yes, because I know he was in Vegas for WrestleMania this year. I did see something about that. And I know that, I think I've seen some of the interactions. So maybe, I mean, I know that, my goodness me, even I'm on the mailing list for TNA over here in the UK. So I don't doubt. I tell you what, if he did something at Slammiversary, that'd be amazing. That would be incredible. Did he take a guitar shot over the back? Wouldn't do it over the head, not nowadays. Or maybe. Maybe take a guitar shot tonight. Big up to Expressions, man. Breaking down barriers. That was one thing, I mean, I don't know if they still have it anymore. That was one thing I wanted to do, was to try and go to the WWE UK Performance Centre, because I think that's in Essex, which is miles away from me. But I was like, I should make the trip. But could never make it happen. So yeah, if he does, that would be incredible, absolutely amazing. So yes, going back, big up United Love as always. But yes, going back to this one, Bron Breakker to win, but again, the angle is just a bit cursed, isn't it? Very quickly, we'll go through these because the show's about to start. Women's US Championship. I think difficult to call that. I think it should be refereed by SGT Slaughter. If you know, you know. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Jade to win that one, and then it's gonna be Jade versus Charlotte Flair at SummerSlam, and then they're gonna try and do for the women's US title with Charlotte what they did with the women's IC title with Becky Lynch. I think that's gonna happen. US Championship, Trick Williams versus Ricky Saints. I'm gonna go with Trick on that one. King of the Ring. It should be over, but there is something in me that worries that it might end up being Jey Uso and the internet's going to melt down because of a Brock Lesnar interference. Queen of the Ring, I think that's going to be Io, because I think the women's title matches at SummerSlam are going to be Stephanie Vaquer versus Liv and Io versus Rhea. And also we have the WWE title triple threat match. If we didn't hear about all of this CM Punk stuff, I would have said that it could have been Gunther or even Sami Zayn. What a place to win his first world title in Saudi, right? But it looks like it's going to be Cody versus Punk at SummerSlam. So that would suggest that Cody's going to retain. So I think Cody retains, and maybe we continue with Sami versus Gunther, but Sami's not really a babyface at the moment, is he? So we shall see. We shall see. Either way, according to Triple H, he will say this after the show, it's going to be a historic night. It's going to be historic. The landscape's going to change this evening, because when doesn't it? when doesn't the landscape change? Triple H. The landscape just changed this evening, didn't it? Oh yes, of course it did. Yeah. Every time, particularly when there's a PLE that people aren't happy with, I think the landscape just changed. We're entering into a new era. How many new eras are you going to have, Trips? Right, we are about to start. There you go. I've got to turn up my sound. There you go. We're getting Then, Now, Forever, and Together. Where's my drink? Forever. If you haven't already, click the like button. And be sure to subscribe to Wrestling News 365 if you are new. And that's really loud. They need to sort their sound out. This is Riyadh. Yeah, the site of next year's WrestleMania. According to Michael Cole, it's over 100 degrees in the desert. Just slightly cooler than it is in this room right now. Seth Rollins and Bron Breakker are arriving. Liv Morgan, Io Sky. I mean, I know obviously the arena will be well air conditioned and what have you, but wrestling in the in Saudi in June, that must be a trip. That must be hot there right now. There's Sami Zayn. It's tonight the night he wins his first title. Gunther showing up in a suit in the desert. The guy must have the best antiperspirant. Cody, shock, staring at himself in a poster on the wall. Got a smattering of booze there as well, didn't he? Did anyone pick up on that? As we have the cold open right now. I think this the Kingdom Arena, which they've run before, I think is going to be better than their experience with the arena that they built for, or the stadium, whatever you want to call it, that they built for the Royal Rumble earlier this year. Because yes, that was such a trip. And I have seen, what other arena is there that's like? I think, is it the Intuit Dome is like that as well, where the seats are built with these lights just like above them or there, which is fantastic for entrances because or shows, because it's a great visual of all the LED lights and you can coordinate and what have you. What people didn't anticipate with that design is that, and it's quite a big design flaw, is that if you go with that look, it looks like the arena's empty, which for a show, for a live show, is not great when you have a crowd there, but nobody can tell you've got a crowd there because it doesn't look like it. Because that was the whole thing with the Royal Rumble, wasn't it? The whole thing with the Rumble was like, oh, there was nobody there, but there were people there. And I saw it for was it for the recent? I think it was the recent MMA thing on Netflix with Ronda Rousey and Gina Carano, wasn't it as well? I saw some clips going around and people were like, there was nobody there, and everyone's like, there were people there. It's just it didn't look like it, which then. With everything like on social media, it becomes like either it's a conspiracy or it's not a conspiracy. But that one, it's like, oh no, there was actually people there. It was a whole thing. So I don't think they're going to go with that design again. That was my whole point there. All right, we're in the arena. We are looking live at the Kingdom Arena. There's Michael Cole and Corey Graves at ringside. 5 weeks away from SummerSlam. August 1st and August 2nd. Of course, we'll be covering both. I think for the first time, I'm not going to be clashing, because for the last however many years, Man United's preseason tour has always clashed with SummerSlam. But I don't think that's going to be the case this year. Oh, we're starting off with the King of the Ring final. Here we go then. This is either going to make a lot of people happy or piss a lot of people off. Surely they won't have Jey Uso beat Oba Femi. Surely they wouldn't do that, right? Surely. Ugh. Surely. I mean, look, Oba Femi losing to Brock, I wasn't even happy with that, to be honest with you. I wasn't even happy with that, and I think WWE tried to protect him, but my thing is that a loss is a loss. But that's how much he needed protecting, is that he needed to lose to Brock Lesnar by nefarious means, let alone Jey Uso. Oh, surely. But I think the direction is, I really do, I think the direction is Obafemi versus Brock 3 at SummerSlam, Brock's hometown, and Jey versus Roman Reigns. Because the World Heavyweight title picture right now is bloodline centric, isn't it? You know, it's bloodline centric. It's Roman defends against Jacob Fatu, and then he'll defend against Jey, and it's the bloodline thing all over again. So I think the likely thing here is probably Brock interfering. It's Saudi. Brock's always about that Saudi payday, isn't he? So it feels like that's where they're going, but everyone's sort of going, don't go there. Don't go in that direction, please. But I think they might. Either way, we'll see. Well, he's certainly getting a positive reaction from the crowd there in Saudi. It's not always been the way recently, and he's been doing the thing Jey on social media, hasn't he? Which is, I'm not bothered by the criticism, even though I'm going to respond to the criticism all the time. So the problem is that entrance is never going to really get booed, is it? The crowd's always going to want to react to it. So I think the money for Jey at some point is to turn heel and tell everyone to piss off. But the issue with that is they'll probably be cutting some very, very big merch checks in half. Because with this gimmick, he's made a lot of merch money. Does look like he's dropped a little bit of weight though, Jey Uso. It looks like he's leaned up a little bit, which I think was necessary, because you can't be doing entrances and then being too blown up because you can't cut a promo. Rich says, is this going to be over 3.5 hours? I don't think so. I think this is going to be a tight 3. Obviously, I know England kickoff. Yeah, I think so. Because even the idea of a post show is a bit up in the air. Because I'm like, oh, do I do a post show or do I watch England? So we'll see how I feel. Right, here we go. I told you, Jey. Look, the entrance is done. Now it's time for a real entrance. No. Oh. Right, now for a real entrance. That's what we need, isn't it? Now for a real entrance. This is time for a real entrance from our ruler. As we're 1 like away from 40 likes. If you haven't already, click the like button. Here we go. He's already got so much aura, hasn't he? Obafemi. And when they did the whole shadow thing, it's just brilliant, isn't it? Definitely dropped a bit of weight, though, Jey Uso. Definitely leaned up. Which, again, I think was needed. Says me, you know, fat slob, but... What I do enjoy about the Saudi shows is that at least they give a go of putting a bit of a set in, you know. Custom sets, always the way, especially for P alleys. Look at this, they are killing time for this over entrance, aren't they? There we go. Turn up the noise, yes. Ooh. Everything's just so good about it, isn't it? Lights are out. Listen to the noise. Oh, the silhouette of danger is right there, isn't it? Now that's the Rock stuff right there. If this doesn't give you goosebumps, I don't know what will. Ooh. I don't even know what's his emote that you can put in the chat. Is it just like, I don't know, like the Nigerian flag? If that, put it in the chat. Spam the chat with it. Look at the crowd. I like the gear as well. He's got this like white gear on. Fire's going. He's talking trash. He hasn't taken his eyes off Jey Uso. It is the best entrance in WWE right now. It is. This is why I'm saying he can't lose this match. How can he lose this match? Even if Brock Lesnar interferes, he can't lose this match. He cannot be allowed to lose this match. He just can't. All right? He just can't. You have someone who's this popular, this over, that much aura, and you go and you make him win, 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 and keep winning. That's what you have to do. I mean, it has to be, again, one of the best recent NXT success stories as well, I think. A true bona fide main eventer. I'm worried about that too, Jason. I'm worried about that too. I'm very worried about that too. Very worried. And how can you make that decision? How can you book that? How can you see what we're seeing right now and book him possibly to lose? That just is, to me, a crime. Look at the crowd. Look at the lights. The lights go up. Oh, what a visual. What a visual. This guy should beat Jey Uso in about 30 seconds. That's what it should be. That's how I'd book this match. I'd go ring the bell. You know, Brock Lesnar, Kofi Kingston. That kind of style. What the hell was that? Did Pyro just go off for no reason? What the hell was that? I gotta make sure I get my timer ready. Bell rings, we are underway. Okay. Jey Uso over Femi. Now, of course, as always, the first hour is on ESPN, which is another reason why Brock might be returning here, because they always do Brock stuff on ESPN. Listen to the rumble. Oh, ducks the clothesline. Jey Uso, right hand. I tell you what, they've got to sort out Michael Cole's microphone, don't they? Michael Cole's microphone's worse than mine. No, that right hand just pissed Oba off the ropes. Oh, what a shoulder tackle by Oba. Yeah, they need to ease up on Cole and Graves' microphone, don't they? Oh, he was running for that big elbow in the corner, and Jey Uso just rolls out the ring, takes a bit of a powder there. But I don't think he's going to get the respite that he thinks he is, because Oba's going straight after him, attacking him at ringside. Oba Femi won't let you get any distance. He just picked Jey Uso, put him on his shoulder like he was a child, trying to throw him into the ring post. But actually, he pushed Oba in there, and it's actually the old-fashioned ring post. No LED surrounding on that. Jey Uso, suicide dive, drives Oba into the barricade. Jay's going to hit the ropes again. Another suicide dive. Oof. Bron Breakker goes into the barricade again. He still is on his feet, by the way. So he hasn't dropped down. As we've got nearly 60 people watching. We're 2 likes away from 50 likes. If you haven't already, click that like button and subscribe. Oh, my word. What a big forearm from Oba Femi. Just cuts Jey Uso off of the pass. This is the final of the King of the Ring. And reminder, the winner doesn't just get a crown. The winner gets a world... Oh, nice shoulder breaker by Oba Femi. The winner gets a World Championship match at SummerSlam. Current champions are Roman Reigns with the World Heavyweight Championship on Raw and Cody Rhodes with the undisputed WWE Championship on SmackDown. So if Obafemi won this, Obafemi versus Roman Reigns, Obafemi versus Cody Rhodes, he would have a decision to make. What if, maybe this is a way for Oba to win, but also not get sort of screwed over. What if he wins this match and then does a bit of a John Cena 2008 and says, I don't want to have my title match at SummerSlam, I want it tonight. And then he has it on, say, Raw against Roman Reigns or someone. That's when Brock interferes. I would prefer that than losing to Jey Uso. That's how much he can't lose tonight for me. Oba completely in control now. Oba just whipped Jey into the corner. He's setting up for maybe a bit of a choke slam, it looks like. Jey trying to get to his feet. I mean, he's taking his time, isn't he? Is it a bit of possum? No. Oh, choke slam. Up. No. Uso. Kick to the gut. And there is an uppercut by Uso again. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Fall from grace. Oh, he sat down. Oh. Jey Uso, that kick was terrible. He missed him from like that far away. Oh, Jey Uso's going to the top rope. Uso splash. That might be it. 1, 2. Oh, he transitioned from a cover straight in to a choke slam attempt. Oh, what a choke slam. Cover. 1, 2. Oh, and Jey Uso just rolls a shoulder up. Look at Obafemi. What a specimen this man is. Uso splash. Couldn't even do a cover. Just grabbed him. Boom. Choke slam. Only a count of 2 though for the ruler. Big up to everyone that is watching. I know it's an earlier start time for some around the world. So big up to the nearly 70 people that are watching right now. We're over 50 likes. If you haven't already clicked the like button, be sure to subscribe. As you would have seen, the over here, new subscribers will pop up. We'll also be doing a watch along for Forbidden Door tomorrow. Oh, super kick by Jey Uso. Another one. That was flush on the jaw, wasn't it? Another. That's a third. Oba still hasn't really been... Oh, there's a spear in the corner. And another. Oh, that's a spear. I mean, less of a spear, more Uso took a knee. Gonna go for an Uso splash again. Is this gonna be it? Uso splash. He went for a splash, and they just both rolled out the way. Maybe he's going to go for a second, perhaps. He's rolling to another set of turnbuckles. A second Uso splash. Is this going to be it? 1, 2. Oof. Femi kicks out 2. Someone tell Michael Cole to ease it on his mic. My word. He is... Jey splash. Go, Michael. It's alright. Someone ease up on the compression on his mic or something. My word. Peeking all over the place. Oh, look at this. Jey is got a sleep hold locked in. Of course, this was the way that he made Gunther submit at WrestleMania 41 to win his only WWE World Heavyweight Championship. But look at his eyes. Oba's eyes. You've just... I tell you what, yeah. It wasn't... I know it wasn't meant to look like that. He just tapped out. Obafemi just hit the mat 3 times. I know it wasn't intended as a tap out, but it was a tap out. He just tapped out. Is anyone else worried that this is going to be a rule that is enhanced later on? Obafemi just threw Uso to the mat. I feel like that might be a bit of a oh, he just tapped, didn't he? Here we go. Fall from grace. That'll be it. 1, 2, 3. And the ruler has just won the King of the Ring. Something feels fishy. Because I'm not going to lie, when I saw that tap, when I saw that dun dun dun, that feels way too deliberate for me. Maybe we're overthinking it, but I mean, I'm happy with the outcome. Don't get me wrong. If that isn't the plan, by the way, if that isn't the plan, I will say if I was Triple H, when Obafemi gets back through the curtain, I'd say you just tapped out, man. What are you doing? Why did you do that? Because you got to protect yourself like that. The eyes open. Do they show it on the replay again? Well, they showed it again. They showed it again. They're gonna use it, aren't they? They're gonna use it. They're gonna use it. It was way too deliberate, and they showed it again. 1, 2, 3, and technically a bit of a fourth. They're gonna use it. There's no way they won't. It's way too deliberate. If that's not the storyline, then someone needs to take Obafemi aside and go, "Don't do that." The question is, will anyone and if that is the way they sort of creatively had Jey Uso win, again, stop putting Obafemi in matches where you know he's not going to win. SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis presents the King of the Ring crown to Obafemi. Shakes the hand and walk away. So they're just playing this as normal so far. Oh, I've got to turn the timer off. The 2026 King of the Ring. Yes, yes, yes. Jey Uso didn't understand what he was up against tonight, he said. We've got close to 90 people watching. If you haven't already, click the like button. Let's see if we can get it to 60 likes. See if we can get it close to 100. You can't? No, he couldn't. Or did he? That's the question. Heck of a promo, wasn't it? Heck of a promo. Heck of a promo by Obafemi. It's just a question of whether that tap out does get revisited. I think it probably will. Slick says it was more of a fist pounding the mat than palm. I don't know. I feel, again, I was too deliberate. It was either deliberate or it was really stupid, basically. But that screams maybe something nefarious going on. We shall see. We shall see. Let us know your thoughts. And also get your star ratings in the chat. We forgot, because of the controversy, we forgot about the star rating. So as always, get your star ratings in for that. As we're probably going to have some 10 million commercials going on at the moment. How would I rate that one? I mean, it was quite short, wasn't it? What was that, about 10 minutes, if that? If it was like legit, if that was the the legit, just, Obafemi is winning. He's going on to SummerSlam, competing for the WWE Championship or the World Championship. Obafemi versus Roman Reigns. What a massive match! Then I'm up for that. I'm excited for that. I think that's great. Obafemi versus Roman Reigns. That's a massive match. Talk about SummerSlam main event. However, I just feel like, having watched WWE and pro wrestling for, now, over 20 years. Things like that. I mean, that angle, the sort of the tap out. Oh, was it a tap out? Wasn't it a tap out thing that's been done a million times? And that feels like something that maybe they look at. I mean, the whole thing with the bloodline recently has been about basically getting people back together. Roman got the Usos back on his side. He got, obviously, Jacob Fatu on his side. Maybe they are, after even the betrayal, they're going to get Paul Heyman back on side, and they need a wise man to go through the finer details here and say, actually, technically, he tapped out. So the winner is technically Jey Uso. And that kind of ties together Paul Heyman maybe back with the bloodline, and also ties together Obafemi and Brock, because maybe Oba goes after Paul Heyman and something. I don't know. But I'm happy with the outcome. Don't get me wrong. If it's legitimately Obafemi versus a world champion at SummerSlam, I am in. In fact, why not do something where Obafemi faces Roman Reigns, let's say in the main event of night 2, but in the opening match of night 1, he faces Brock Lesnar, and they have their trilogy. Maybe Oba retires Brock and faces Roman Reigns in the same weekend. That's about putting a rocket on someone, isn't it? So maybe that's the direction that they're going. If that's the direction that they're going in, hey, then I'm cool with that. But this feels like the beginning of a way to make sure that Oba won King of the Ring, but he's not going to challenge for the world title at SummerSlam. But then Jey Uso didn't win that match, did he? That's also, well, I suppose technically he did. If he tapped out, it's not like he pinned him. Oh, this is where you can't have simple things in wrestling. You can't have simple things. We've got over 100 and nearly 120 people watching. If you haven't already clicked the like button, where are we at in terms of likes? We are at 66 likes. If you haven't already, click that like button, see if we can get that close to 100. And also be sure to subscribe. If you are just tuning in, Obafemi, the ruler, is now the king, winning the 2026 King of the Ring tournament, defeating Jey Uso. Jey Uso locked in the sleeper hold, just like he did to win the World Championship at WrestleMania 41. But instead of tapping out like Gunther did, Obafemi just woke up, hit the mat 3 times, not a tap out, got back to his feet, fall from grace, 1, 2, 3, and winner and King of the Ring. So that means, as of now, Obafemi is going to be challenging for a World Championship at SummerSlam. Or will he? That's the question here, isn't it? Will he? And let's go back to this. So the next match, I don't know what the next match is going to be. That will be quite curious. Maybe the steel cage match. I think they did say possibly in this first hour on ESPN. Remember, the first hour is on ESPN, and then the rest is on ESPN Unlimited in the United States. Internationally, it's on Netflix, which is what I'm watching it on now. And even though you do have to pay for a premium live event, not on Netflix, you get part of your package, part of your subscription, but you still have to watch adverts. Honestly, I remember the days where you paid your Sky box office fee and that was it. I remember the days of the WWE Network. We didn't know how good we had it. We really didn't. I mean, the WWE Network was actually so far ahead of its time, and as time goes on, was actually so great. Low price, entire back catalogs, not like Netflix now, where it's been on Netflix for a couple of, like 18 months now, actually, and you can only still have, a couple of episodes of Raw from one year. The WWE Network, that was, it was just another level, wasn't it? It was another level. Gone are the days. So they're showing a video package for SummerSlam right now. Saturday, August 1st, Sunday, August 2nd. We'll be covering it live. Obafemi will face a champion of his choosing. All right, it is going to be the Queen of the Ring next. Who said that? Adam, big up Adam. on top of things. Yeah, SummerSlam heading to Brock Lesnar's. I say hometown, it's the place he's billed from. It's not his hometown. But that's in Minnesota. They're currently in Riyadh. Owen, I just saw a short stating that Jey Uso is jetting Jada Parker for. I don't know anything about that. I remember seeing some rumors and stuff like that, but that was about it. I don't know. Uh-oh, here comes Danhausen. I must say, that Danhausen segment on SmackDown with the Miz and Kit Wilson was dreadful. It was dreadful. Danhausen's been excited. He's been doing his experiments. What the hell is going on? Right, so it is. We getting the match? What's going on? Liv's interrupting Danhausen here. So Danhausen owes the Judgment Day money, and Liv has just threatened him. Uh-oh. Oh, wow. I mean, Danhausen just cursed Liv Morgan. And she slapped the hell out of him. That was pretty hard in the side of the head. Well, they basically just spoiled the winner here, haven't they? I mean, when you really think about it, what's just happened is they just went, here's the Queen of the Ring final. Liv is losing. Because we know the curses exist, right? So unless they're going in the different direction of the curses, this might not be good. Here we go. Of course, they're showing a couple of weeks ago Liv Morgan attacking Charlotte's already injured knee. She won with the submission. If you haven't already, click the like button. We're at 75 likes. As they're trying to plug Zuffa at the moment, Zuffa Boxing. As we await the entrance of the Genius of the Sky. This feels like it's feels like, I think anyway, it's building up to Io versus Rhea, and maybe Vicaire versus Liv, or someone from maybe the Judgment Day kicks her out, perhaps. So we'll see who is going to join Obafemi and getting a world title match at SummerSlam. Look at the fur that Io Sky's got going on, the furry boots. And, of course, remember, Io Sky's got a very good record against Rhea Ripley. Won the World Championship from her last January. Not this past January, the January before. On the road to WrestleMania. First ever Queen of the Ring, Zelina Vega. Do you remember that? My goodness me. Why? Why? Now, Liv's saying it's going to be her crown. She's been very successful in Saudi. She won the first ever crown jewel, women's championship, didn't she, in Saudi? Liv won the Women's Royal Rumble in Saudi as well earlier this year. It is the Queen of the Ring Tournament Finals. Big up to everyone tuning in, as this one is about to kick off once the bell rings. Of course, we will start the match timer. Daphne LaShawn is the official. And we are underway. Crowd chanting Io Sky. They're doing it in the tone which is like my biggest bugbear. The da-da, da-da-da, da-da, da-da-da. Oh, it's the worst. Collar and elbow tie-up. As Liv and Io Sky backed up into the corner there, separated by the referee. A clean break. Sky with a side headlock. Liv, good counter there. Of course, in the King of the Ring final, it really was dominance against speed, trying to create distance. This match, still a clash of styles, but certainly different to the King of the Ring final that we saw just a few minutes ago. Io Sky goading Liv Morgan there. There's a hip toss by the former... Well, she's won the WWE Women's Championship. She's won the Women's World Championship. She's been a Women's Tag Team Champion. Oh, Liv. There's Hurricane Rana. Didn't really get all of that initially. Liv. Oof. There's a running knee in the corner. Look at those stomps by Liv Morgan. And now she's just standing on the throat. Referee with the count. She broke before 5, so there isn't a disqualification. Liv sent into the ropes, ducks down. Look at that, handspring. Oh, and just takes out Liv at the knees. And there's a basement drop kick by Io Sky. Looks like we're going to maybe get a bullet train in the corner, perhaps. No, it misses. Oh, Liv up over the top rope. Lands on the apron. That was a shoulder right to the gut. As we're only 15 likes away from 100 likes, we've got 110 people watching. Oh, my goodness. Went for a sunset flip. Bomb into the outside of the ring. And Morgan, look at those stomps. Wow. Oh. There's a elbow by Io Sky. She's giving high fives to kids at ringside. I'm sure. Oh, she's going up on the barricade. Be careful. They've got to let go at some point. And a crossbody. There's a count of, I think that was 6. Got to break the count. was going to say, don't lose the match because you were celebrating. Oh, wow, look at that. Liv Morgan just countered Io and just threw her face first into that steel post. I think the kids have gone quiet very quickly. They were celebrating with her a second ago. Now her face just got rammed into steel. Oh, what a kick to the gut by Liv Morgan. Oh, Liv went for an attack on the knee. Io moved out the way, but she got kicked straight in the face for her troubles. Liv Morgan doing the double bicep pose there. Oof. Running knee. And Liv's going for, look at this, hanging Io out to dry, as Corey Graves says there. Liv, oh, just bounces Io Sky off the canvas, and Io Sky kicks out at 2. And now look at these, just, oh, another cover. Io Sky kicks out. But suddenly Liv's in control. After a frenetic start, ever since Liv pushed Io into that ring post, she's now in control. Gonna go for a suplex here. Lands flat. Are we gonna get the Three Amigos, the triple vertical suplex? And there's another. That's the third. And now Liv is seemingly firmly in control of this one. Enziguri hits Io Sky. There's a cover. And Io rolls the shoulder. It's funny, actually. Corey Graves is saying about veteran strategy from Liv. You forget that how long she has been around for. I mean, it's been, what, close to a decade on the main roster, let alone in NXT. It's brutal, isn't it, Numinous? Oh, it is brutal. Oh, it's like that. A bigger peak than Everest. Oh. And again, Michael Cole. There's a forearm by Io Sky. Kick to the hamstring. Once again, trade-offs of these forearms and kicks. Io. Gonna go for it. Body slam, perhaps? No. Liv drops behind. Oh, Io manages to jump onto the middle turnbuckle. There's a kick. Right to the jaw. Io. There's a missile drop kick. Oh, no. No. Liv. What's she going for here? I thought she was going to go for a sharpshooter for a second. Whatever she's doing, she's taking her time. Right, here you go. There's this. Oh, she rolled through. Oh, double foot stomp. Crowd chanting, this is awesome. Look at this counter. I mean, I thought it was a mistake for a second. I mean, I'd have preferred it just to be a little bit slower there, but still, it's an incredible counter. Great athleticism and flexibility by Io Sky. What's happening with Corey Graves' microphone now? He sounds like he's a million miles away. They're trying to fix their microphones clearly, aren't they, at the moment? Because Corey Graves has just vanished. Oh. But he's still going crazy on his peaking, isn't he? Irish whip. Oh, look at that. Athleticism to the outside by Io. Just snaps Liv's arm and shoulder over that top rope. she going to go for here? Oh, missile drop kick. Look at the flip up, and then Io Sky. Crowd's going crazy. Big up to all of the new subscribers. As you can see, you do pop up there. Io, oh, there's a bullet train attack to Liv Morgan in the corner. Cover, 2. And Liv kicks out. Crowd's chanting, let's go. It's all dueling chants both for Io. It says, let's go Io Sky. Oh, a backstabber by Liv. Still just always looks a painful move, the backstabber, doesn't it? Always looks painful. Liv trying to get a couple of breaths back, but also build some momentum somehow. Off the ropes. Oh, what a big forearm by Io Sky. What's she going to go for here? Oh, look at that. Springboard moonsault by Io. Io rolls Liv into the back into the ring. Double underhook. What is this? Oh, what a backbreaker by Io Sky. Cover. 2. Oof. Liv kicks out at 2. Just a little bit slower, though, as Michael Cole mentioned. Look at that. Beautiful moonsault. Picture perfect. Was a devastating backbreaker. Could this do it? Here we go. Morgan. Oof. Oh, what was that? Was that her knee? I mean, was that legitimate? Let's have a look. I mean, I don't think it's legitimate. I think it's a work. Yeah, it looks a bit workish, doesn't it? Here you go, Liv. Is going to be oh, she's going to be going for the half crab again. Same move that put Charlotte away. Yeah, part of the story. I tell you what, Liv still has a mark on her head from the injury before WrestleMania, doesn't she? Liv has it cinched in. Io's crawling. She's crawling. She's trying to crawl. Can she make it to that bottom rope? That's the question. Nearly there. Nearly there. Fingertip. She's got it. She's got it. It's not just you, Jason. Both of their mics aren't great, are they? I remember... Oh, Line Tamer reference by Michael Cole. I remember when they did a show in Australia. It was that Super Showdown one. That was it in 2018. And their mics were terrible in that show as well. Oof. Kick by Io. Okay, trading these forearms right now. Oh, what a kick. Right back to the knee. Oh, big. Oh, and she drops to the knee. I tell you what, that is a very good reference, Numerous. Yeah. What a maneuver. What a maneuver. A bit like that. Oh. What was that? That was a code breaker by Liv? And Io kicks out. Look at this. Yeah, it was a code breaker, and it legitimately, I mean, Io's jaw just bounced off the knee there. That was rough, wasn't it? As we're 10 likes away from 100 likes. If you haven't already, click the like button. As this match in the Queen of the Ring final heads towards 15 minutes. And Io's just teeing off between the shoulder blades here of Liv. Oh, what a kick. Now, Io is up to the second rope. Is this the best one? Oh, why would you do that? Why, Io? Why would you do that? Not a smart decision whatsoever. Now Io's back down into the corner. As we're only 9 likes away from 100 likes. With Liv pulling Io up by... Oh, look at that palm thrust. Right to the... Just under the chin. Now what's Io thinking here? Is her footing going to hold? Oh no, Spanish fly from the top rope. Uh-oh. Over the moonsault. This is the spot. This is the spot. Over the moonsault. Cover. 2, 3. And Io Sky is the Queen of the Ring. Not only is she Queen of the Ring, she's just pinned the Women's World Champion. So we're 2 for 2 on the predictions at the moment. Even though I still think Obafemi hasn't actually won. But Io Sky is victorious. She is Queen of the Ring. And the question is, who does she face? She just pinned Liv. Or is she going to be going to SmackDown to face the other half of Riho? It did, didn't it, Jason? it did recover quick. The Spanish fly. And then suddenly she can run and jump up the top rope. My knee's bad. Spanish fly, sprint to the top rope, moonsault, 1, 2, 3. But yes, the curse is very real. Danhausen, the WWE truly did tell us the finish. As we can reset this. Io Sky is Queen of the Ring. Crowd says she deserves it. She is the Queen. Who's she gonna face? Liv? Oh, it's gonna be against Liv. So she's already made her choice. So they're not going with... I could have sworn they were going to go with Rhea and Io. But hey, interesting. Very interesting. Get your star ratings in as well. How would you rate that? I thought it was a pretty good match, actually. Better than the first one. I'd give it a 3, 3.5, something like that. So, of course, the question is, what match is next when we move to ESPN Unlimited, right? I think it's going to be the WWE title match. Maybe we'll have maybe the Cage Women's US title, something like that, perhaps. But they're just showing this this video of a promo package of the triple threat match to come later on. Slick gives the Queen of the Ring final 3.5. I think that's about fair. I think that's about right. Jason gives it a 4. I mean, like I said, it was definitely better than the King of the Ring final. But the only problem they are maybe going to have a little bit with Obafemi is a bit like the Brock Lesnar problem, where because he is so dominant, how do you do that kind of like competitive match? It's tough. Maybe that's not the one for Jey Uso, but that will be a bit challenging, I think. But that's how you got to find to make the gimmick work. It was the same conundrum, same with like the Undertaker, wasn't it? If he's that dominant, how do you get programs going? How do you make matches work? How do you make feuds work? You make them work. you find a way to make them work. And that's Obafemi's job there, is to find a way to work a style, work a way that not only protects the character, but also can have credible, back and forth, entertaining, watchable matches every single week, or most weeks and most PLEs. So I'm sure he will figure that one out. As we're just seeing highlights of what happened when there was that WWE Championship match between Cody, or should I say rematch between Cody and Gunther on SmackDown. We have Sami Zayn as the special guest referee when he pulled Gunther away. Gunther hit a powerbomb. It was a heck of a powerbomb as well, wasn't it? And then we saw Sami Zayn kick the hands away, do a fast count, because he's a crooked official, damn it. He's just as bad as some of these referees at the World Cup. Although, to be fair, actually, just on that, I say some of these referees at the World Cup. Actually, I mean, there have been some bad decisions, but shockingly not to the level of the Premier League or consistency of the Premier League. Would you believe it? Actually, I think maybe some were expecting, oh, we'll see actually just officiating is just terrible worldwide. It's actually not that bad. The Premier League is just awful. Absolutely terrible. We're 4 likes away from 100 likes. If you haven't already, click the like button. And also be sure to subscribe if you are new. We are less than 500 away from 31,000, which is insane. That is an insane number. And also a reminder, we'll be live tomorrow evening for AEW and New Japan Forbidden Door. What is the start time for that one? Probably 1 a.m. my time. Probably. But you never know with AEW. I mean, their pre-shows, they'll start at 10 and they'll have matches on for 2 hours or like 3 hours. Maybe it will start at like 11 or something like that. I'm not sure. But we'll see. We will see shortly, as they're just showing the matches set to come on ESPN Unlimited. Right, we are going to be kicking off with a steel cage match. There you go. It is Seth Rollins versus Bron Breakker inside of a steel cage. Next at Night of Champions, they've got the fire going up and the cage lowering down. What a trip. I'm hearing the sound of an advert right now, but I'm still just seeing the cage getting lowered. I'm not sure I'm getting the right feed. Because I'm hearing a Car Shield ad, which I know isn't around right now in the UK or internationally. But we're seeing just a blank arena. That was fun, wasn't it? And now we're getting a Hulk Hogan advert again. Which, as I point out, there is no need to actually watch the Hulk Hogan documentary on Netflix, because they'll just show it to you in these ad breaks. So... They'll just keep showing you the whole doc. So no need to watch. No need to watch the whole thing. 2 likes away from 100. Jason says, "This World Cup has shown how bad English refs are." Yeah, it's just not great, is it? It's not great. And then, of course, speaking of which, England do play this evening. And double check the kickoff time is 9 o'clock. It is 9 o'clock, isn't it? 10 o'clock. All right. So maybe I will be able to do a post show. Hopefully, if this show is a tight 3 hours, then we should be able to do a post show, because they usually only last like 20 minutes or half an hour. But we'll see how long this runs for. We've got four matches to do in 2 hours. They just did 2 in 1, but that's maybe because it was on ESPN. I don't think what match is going to be very long. Still, this one will probably get like a good 15. Maybe 20 plus entrances, including entrances, excuse me. Women's US title match I don't think will be super long. US title might get 10 minutes, 12 minutes, something like that. And in the main event, it's Cody Rhodes, so he's getting at least 20, 25, brother. I think that's what it's probably going to be. As we still got, 2.5 minutes left of ads. Oh, how gross. How absolute gross. Big up to everyone that has tuned in there, and big up to everyone that has hit the like button. We've got 100 likes now, which is fantastic. And it's going to be a big weekend of pro wrestling, of course. We've got, obviously, Night of Champions now. As someone pointed out earlier on, we've got Slammiversary tonight is in Boston, or just outside of Boston. I think they did plan for it to be at the UBS Arena again on Long Island, but they said because of the World Cup that they moved it. But if you've been watching the World Cup, I mean, Boston's been a hotbed for World Cup matches There's been obviously Scotland. There's been the big whole story about the Scottish fans being in Boston. Then, of course, the English fans are in Boston as well. So, yeah, I mean, the idea of, well, we moved it because of the World Cup to Boston, where it's very busy. Even though technically I know it's not in Boston, the Slammiversary show. Maybe that's why. But, yes, maybe that's the thing. So it's there, Slammiversary tonight, and then tomorrow we've got AEW and New Japan's Forbidden Door pay-per-view, which is weird now because there's crossover, but New Japan is not in the state that it was several years ago. The New Japan of 2016, 17, 18, going into 19 before everyone starts leaving. It's night and day now. They don't really have many massive stars anymore. So the idea of, it's a really big crossover show, New Japan doesn't really offer too much. If anything, it's CMLL offers the most in that crossover, with because they've had a really, really positive last 18 months, actually, over in Mexico. So, if anything, it's that crossover that's actually probably the most important part. I still sort of speculated on the idea of maybe MLW getting involved, which I can see because they've announced collaborations with New Japan, with CMLL and Stardom. So the only name missing there is AEW. So I think maybe it'd be fun to see a Killer Cross show up, MLW World Heavyweight Champion. I think that could be a lot of fun. Of course, MJF's got history of MLW as well. He was actually under MLW contract when he signed for AEW in 2019. Actually finished off. People forget that. He was still doing MLW appearances at the beginning of AEW. And then his MLW contract expired. So he's got history there as well. So we'll see. It still can confirm 29 degrees in here. Absolutely brutal. As they're just showing some Fanatics Fest thing. At the Javits Center. July 16th, Michael Cole, you got it wrong. They literally just did the advert, and then Michael Cole goes, it's August 16th, and the advert just said July. July 18th, there you go. And then you're going to have Saturday night's main event around it as well. Name on canvas. You can buy your name on the canvas. Oh, that is gross, isn't it? I mean, that is just so against, like, I know they say that Matt's sacred and all that kind of stuff, and people are, people are against, the ads on the canvases. I don't have too much of an issue with ads on canvases. But, I can buy and put my name on there. That just feels really, again, like it's kind of nothing off limits. You know what I mean? Like, where is it gonna end? Oh, wow. If you give us enough money. Well, we saw it at WrestleMania. If you give us enough money, the guy sat there, didn't he? The guy who was like a crypto billionaire or something, or millionaire, just sat next to Michael Cole and Wade Barrett on commentary for one of them. He didn't talk. Just paid him a load of money to sit there. And it's like, Is it a show or is it an auction all the time? Yeah. Something doesn't feel right about that, does it? But the steel cage is lowered. Apparently it took like 15 minutes to lower down. Is that Lil Nate in the ring? It is, yes. Charles Robinson still going strong. Refereeing this steel cage match. Fish King and Queen says, I just got on. What did I miss? You missed the King and Queen of the Ring finals. Zoba Femi winning the King of the Ring. Io Sky winning the Queen of the Ring. And she's announcing she's challenging Liv Morgan at SummerSlam for the Women's World title. And here comes Seth Rollins. Is this going to finally be the end of the rivalry between Rollins and the Vision? I hope so. think the whole Vision project has just been a bit... I mean, you want to talk about cursed. They've truly been cursed. Here comes Rollins. That's what they're saying. It's about putting Breaker and Vision in the rearview mirror. I mean, really, just when you think about the Vision, I don't think it was an act that was really catching on like they hoped it would anyway. There was a lot of kind of lukewarm reaction to it, but then on top of that, it's like I said, it's just been completely snake bit, hasn't it? Rollins gets injured, hurts his shoulder, has to vacate the world title. We get Bron Breakker gets injured on the road to WrestleMania. His match doesn't happen at WrestleMania because he was injured, even though he was cleared. Bronson Reed gets injured. Logan Paul joins the Vision. He gets injured. Paul Heyman even revealed this week in his interview with Chris Van Vliet that he was in and out of hospital when he was doing promos last year. He revealed he had kidney stones and they had like cut his bladder and all this kind of stuff, and he had an infection and he was in and out of hospital. He would be in hospital, check himself out, go to Raw, come back, do Raw, fly back, check himself back into hospital. And he even said he was doing a promo in ring. He had a catheter in and a PICC line. I mean, it's insane. Rollins, he's throwing in all sorts of weapons into the ring right now. Like I said, talk about an angle that was completely snake bit. Rollins put in there. He's put a table. He's going to put another one. He's put a table. He's put chairs. He's put kendo sticks. There's another table. So we've got 2 tables. We've got chairs. We've got kendo sticks. Rollins seems very fired up. Kingdom Arena, happy to see the visionary. Or the architect, is that what they're calling him now? Maybe no longer the visionary because of the vision. Is it a Slim Jim table or is it just a normal table? Ah, yes, look. I forgot that when they're in Saudi, no Slim Jim tables. Again, even that, the idea of the Slim Jim table is just kind of ridiculous, isn't it? But got to get that money to pay for that takeover. And also pay off a lot of debt that they got when they got the UFC. So Rollins, he's open that chair. I think he's just going to sit and wait for the arrival of Bron Breakker. There he is. What a shot that is. Right through the middle of the steel cage. As Seth Rollins sits in wait on that steel chair. As we await Bron Breakker. As the sirens go, which can mean only one man. I mean, of course, this is a steel cage match, but I'm sure we'll probably have some form of interference somehow, some way. See, that just shows the importance of having, like, a good set. When you have a good set, it just makes the entrance feel so much bigger, so much more important. So, no Paul Heyman. Of course, he was speared by Breakker through a barricade a few weeks ago. Bronson Reed injured. Logan Paul Told he couldn't travel because of injury. Seth Rollins, they say, took out Austin Theory with brass knuckles. So they are truly treating this as one-on-one. This is no longer interference. It's just Bron Breakker versus Seth Rollins. Which to me would suggest that Bron Breakker wins. Because the whole point of the Vision was really a vehicle to elevate Bron Breakker and get him ready to the next level. So, yeah. Can you do me a favor and tell my grandkids that everything's going to be okay? Their dog just got hit by a car and she's watching me. She thinks you are so cool. Her name is Avery. I'm really sorry to hear that, Avery. I'm really sorry to hear about that. If that's, you know, if that's the case, yeah. I mean, my goodness me. I can only think of how horrible that would be. I mean, I've got a little dog of my own. So, yeah, Avery, if you are watching, I hope everything's going to be okay. Yeah, that is horrible news. Just see my dog down there sleeping in front of a fan. It is very, very hot. Now, Bron Breakker, he's getting some weapons of his own as well. We're getting a... there's a steel chair. There is a trash can that he's putting in the ring. There you go. The door is being locked. Rollins and Bron Breakker to settle things one and for all, they're saying. Look at these guys. They're both sitting down on chairs. What a way to start this. The bell hasn't rung just yet. I see Charles Robinson is kind of looking at them both going, "You going to stand up?" Ring the bell, right. They are both sat down in the steel chairs, staring at each other. Seth Rollins talking all kinds of smack at the moment. Asking him what kind of man he is. There we go. Right hands by both Breakker and Rollins. Rollins in the black tights. Breakker in the gold singlet to start this. Oof. Seth Rollins blocking, being thrown into the steel cage wall. Uh-oh. Oh. Rollins managed to put the brakes on to climb the cage, and bit of a springboard takedown now, and Rollins just put some right hands. Big up Steffi Jenks in the chat as always as well. Hope you're doing good, my friend. Oh, German suplex by Bron Breakker. Dumps Seth Rollins high up on the shoulder blades. Here's another one. Once again, Rollins dumped on the shoulder blades. Gets quickly back to his feet, though. A third. Maybe taking a page out of the Book of the Beast. Brock Lesnar. I wonder if we'll ever see that. If we'll ever see Brock versus Braun. Bron Breakker in some early control here. And now Bron is able to bounce Rollins off the cage wall a couple of times there. Tell you what, Michael Cole's all over the place tonight, isn't he? He's getting his facts wrong. It's like there's only been one cage match, excuse me, 2 cage matches in Saudi. Look at that military press. Breakker, oof. And he just threw Rollins into the steel cage wall. Oh, he just bounced off the side of it. Awful. Look at that shot right across the shoulder blades by Bron Breakker. Now, all of these weapons, weapons that Rollins brought into the match, Bron Breakker is using. Bron Breakker, oh, backbreaker. Instead of actually putting his knee into the spine of Rollins, though, it was the steel chair. Rollins kicks out at 2. And now Bron Breakker feels like he's in control. Already talking a lot of smack. Breaker's going to get the trash can. Here we go. Oh. Rollins, there's a chop. And another. Kick to the gut by Bron Breakker. Look at that. Just puts Rollins on his shoulder with ease. Just launched Seth Rollins face first into the steel cage. And look at this, just a bit of a cravat there, but now once again putting Rollins up on the shoulder. Rollins managed to slip out this time. Oh, there's a discus forearm. Oh, wow, what a jumping knee by Bron Breakker right on the nose. There's another discus forearm, though. Oh, look at the athleticism. I think he was looking for a leapfrog or maybe a hurricane runner, but actually was countered by Rollins. Incredible athleticism, wasn't it? Really amazing athleticism. Over 18,000 there at the Kingdom Arena in Saudi Arabia. Of course, the city of next year's WrestleMania 43 event. As Rollins talking a lot of smack to Bron Breakker. Still is calling him all sorts. They're bleeping it. Rollins is still talking a lot of smack. He's saying, I think he wants a fight from Bron Breakker. I'm not sure that's the smartest thing to do, Seth. Rollins and Breakker teeing off. Oof. And we're getting the boos and yes with the trading right hands. These clotheslines. Ducks it again. Ducks another one. And there's a clothesline, and that takes Bron Breakker down. Ooh, look at that kendo stick. Oof. And once again, these kendo stick shots across the back and shoulder blades. Okay, it's starting to split and splinter all over the place. The Breakker thrown into the cage again. Oof. And now it's Bron Breakker this time. He's bouncing off the steel cage walls, just like Seth Rollins was previously. And look at Rollins now just grabbing his nose. Oof. Oof. And Bron Breakker's just sort of sandwiched between the ropes and the cage. He's bouncing off like a basketball. And Rollins just squishes him there. Now it's Rollins firmly in control. Now what does Seth Rollins have planned? So we're seeing these shots. I do like the shots sort of inside the cage through the gaps in the cage wall. It's a nice aesthetic. Crowd says they want tables. Looks like Seth Rollins is going to give them exactly what they want. Setting up a table inside. He's going to put it into the corner. It's not a Slim Jim table. Oh, Breaker was setting up for a spear. Rollins saw him coming. There's a clothesline. Takes down Bron Breakker. Oh, just threw a chair right into his shoulder and head. Oh, wow. Another one right to the face. Just dumping all of these. Now he's just trying to bury him in a pile of chairs. Now, Rollins is going up to the second rope. He's got a chair in his hand with him still. Oh, Breaker back to his feet. Rollins, he might be in trouble. Oh no, I think maybe are we setting up Frankensteiner? I think we are. Maybe. Oh no, is it Superplex? Somebody's going onto those chairs. There is a pile of chairs there, and that's probably not going to be good for whoever lands on them. Oh. Bron, he kind of kicked them away a little bit. Oh. Here we go. Oh, Frankensteiner onto the pile of chairs. Oh, and Rollins kicks out. Let's check out this replay of him. Yeah, Rollins did take the bump onto the chair. As we can see that shot over the top of the cage there, we've got trash cans, we've got tables, we've got chairs. Oh my. Now what's Bron Breakker thinking here? He's gone to the top rope. He's walking over the top rope. Here we go. Rollins is sitting down. Oh! Rollins was sat down in the chair and he got hit with a flying clothesline. Cover. Oof. Rolls the shoulder up there as well. As this match is now over 10 minutes. Crowd chants, "This is awesome." Certainly enjoying what they're watching. Bron Breakker, as I said, that Rollins is a crazy old man. Man, he was talking some proper trash though with his foot on the throat of Seth Rollins. You're gonna die. That's a bit intense, isn't it? Oh my goodness me, what are we gonna get here? Oh wow, what was he thinking of there? Oh, super kick. Well, Bron Breakker just on pay-per-view, or should I say on ESPN, just admitted he just tried to kill Seth Rollins. Oh, super kick. And look at that. The chair's wrapped around the head of Bron Breakker. Oh, spear by Bron Breakker. 1, 2. Oh, and he kicks out. Breakker looks shocked. Look at this. Now that's how you do a spear, Jey Uso. And Rollins just rolled his shoulder up. As we're 2 likes, or 1 like away, excuse me, from 120 likes. We've got close to 100 people watching, which is fantastic. Really appreciate everyone tuning in. As this match has been going on for close to 12 and a half minutes. Now this match is just about harming, Michael Cole is saying. I don't think we've seen any escape attempts so far. It's just been about pinfall or submission. Because that's what it is. It's the end of a chapter. And what's Bron Breakker thinking here? He's going to the middle rope. Now all the way to the top, using the cage for balance. Rollins is on a table. What's going to happen here? Oh, God. He's climbing to the top. He's climbing to the top. What's he going to do? Oh, so's Rollins. Rollins is climbing to the top too. Right hands. Right and lefts. Both men at the top of the cage. I mean, the crowd is just literally all on the boos and the yes. Bron. What's that? A rake of the eyes. What is... Rollins goes down. Oh, now Rollins is going for the eyes too. Oh, no. They're thinking superplex. These make me nervous. These make me nervous. Be careful, be careful. Oh, through a table as well. Superplex off the top of the cage through a table. Oh, my God. Throw in the towel. Throw in the towel. That is a ridiculous bump to take, by the way. That is, I mean, 15 feet high. The dogs are barking. Not in a good way. That's why I don't usually have the window open, but... Oh, my word. That is a horrible bump. Horrible bump. Raul says, Owen, have you been live this entire time? I sure have. Yes. And I will be live later on as well. Oh, man, these dogs... There we go. Oh, wow. He was going for a stomp. And Bron Breakker is now really busted open. He was bleeding a little bit from his eyebrow. Now he's really bleeding. There you go. Super spear settings. Oh, there it is. Torpedo spear. This surely got to be it. 1, 2. Oh, he kicked out. Oh, I thought that was going to be it. Look at Bron Breakker's face. He's looking a bit like Harvey Dent. He's got one side of his face is, you know, normal. The other one's just covered in blood. Crowd are chanting, "This is awesome." Michael Cole says, how demoralizing must this be? He hits spears. I mean, how demoralizing must it be for Seth Rollins? He superplexed Bron Breakker from the top of the cage through a table. And he's... still barely holding on, Seth Rollins. Now, what's Bron thinking? Is he going... He is maybe going to go try and escape. Now maybe he's going to try and exit through the door. Can both feet hit the floor? Breakker's nearly out. Is he out? Rollins picks him up. Oh, so he's going to try and choke him out, maybe. This just feels... I think, yeah, he used the door to his advantage there. Now what happens? Oh! Goodness me. Bron Breakker through the table. Pedigree, this might be it. Or perhaps a stomp. Here we go. A stomp as well. Pedigree and a stomp. It's going to be it. 1, 2. Oh, no, he kicked out as well. Bloody hell, what a match. What an amazing match. Can see Seth. He's in disbelief. Bron Breaker's just a mess. He's got blood coming from his head. Stomp pedigree. He's been superplexed through a table from the top of the cage. This is awesome. What a match. Maybe another stomp. Oh, look. Look at that. Bron's just put his hand up. He's just gone, stop. Look at that. Is Seth Rollins taking pity? What's going on here? Both Bron Breakker. Oh, super stomp by Seth Rollins. 1, 2, 3, and Seth Rollins puts Bron Breakker away. So Seth Rollins beats Bron Breakker. What do we make of that? Get your star ratings in. I mean, match of the night so far, certainly. I thought it was a fantastic match. I mean, I get this is all about, you know, closure and an ending for Seth Rollins. But I'm not big on young talent losing. I think established talent should put him over. But I suppose, look, Bron Breakker did beat him at Backlash. You know, this was about this was about closure for him. So perhaps that's what it was. I would have had Bron win, but in terms of a match, Slick gives it 4. I think that's probably fair. I'll probably give it a 4. Thought it was a really good match, really well worked. It's a difficult balancing act, isn't it? Because, you know, Seth Rollins is still a main event star, so you still have to have him win matches. Can't lose all the time. And Bron will be completely fine. And Bron has beaten Seth like he did at Backlash. It's not an issue. But in terms of the blow-off match, I'd have maybe rather had Bron win the blow-off. But, hey, not going to complain too much. I thought it was a really good match. And they had the spot to try and make him, you know, make him look strong towards the end. So, Bron Breakker does suffer defeat. Seth Rollins is victorious, and they're saying on commentary that he's going to put the vision behind him, and I hope so. I hope they just put the vision storyline in general just behind everyone, because it's just, yeah, it's just again, it has been completely cursed, hasn't it? Still to come, it is the WWE Championship match. The question is, do we think there's any chance that Sami Zayn could win? I mean, they're saying... So coming up next is the United States Championship. Coming up next, which is Trick Williams versus Absolute Ricky Saints. As we're seeing an advert for a movie. If you haven't already, though, click the like button. We've got over 100 people watching. We're at 123 likes. Be also sure to subscribe if you are new. We are going to be doing a watch-along and a post-show for Forbidden Door tomorrow evening/morning. Also, we'll have news videos. We'll have countdown videos like we did today. We had a video on CM Punk. We had a video on Night of Champions. And, of course, we've got this watch-along now. And I think would be good for time for a post show. I wasn't too sure because of the England match, which I wasn't sure if that kicked off at 9 or 10, but I've since seen it's 10, which is cool. So if this show does end a half decent time, which I think it will. I mean, what's the time now? 7:30. How many matches have we got left? We got US title, women's US title, and then WWE title. So I reckon maybe we've got about hour and a half probably left. Probably about an hour and a half. So that means we finish around 9. So should be good. The dogs, honestly. This is why I always have the window shut for live streams, but it's just so hot. I just can't be bothered. I've got the towel here. I mean, the heat wave's meant to end like this evening, I think. What's the time now? According to my watch, it's meant to. Well, according to my watch, actually, where I am, it's meant to rain soon. So, Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed it will finally, the heat wave will break at last, because it's been just completely brutal, hasn't it? Absolutely brutal. This is why I just can't. This is why I just can't. Yeah, you know, when people are like, "Oh, I'm a summer person," or I love being out in the heat. I just like, no, no. The last like 4 or 5 days with this heat. I mean, granted, this has been like the hottest June days ever in the UK, so I don't think people would necessarily ask for that. But I can't. I just can't. I can't deal with it. Even like the last few days, I had a couple of fans going, and it was just blowing hot air, and I was just like, no. And whenever it's like it around this time of year, I do seriously consider, particularly for this room, I'm like, oh, maybe I should get like a portable AC unit. Maybe that's what I should do. But it's just so not worth it with the climate here, because you would literally I'd be buying it to use for a couple of weeks in the summer, which isn't really worth it, is it? So yeah, maybe as the climate continues to change, maybe we should continue to do that. Would love a watch along for the England match. Oh wow. To be fair, with England, I mean, I'm a bit different on the England watch-alongs than I am on the Man United ones. On the England ones, as you would have seen over the last few years, I'm a bit different on that, because I am such a plastic international fan. I don't necessarily hide that, but I do. I love a tournament, love a World Cup, love England at an international tournament. But it's just so funny that how we are so cyclical as England fans, like to an England team, to a T. Like we win our first match, and we think, oh, I tell you what, we've got a really good chance. And then our second match, we're really, really crap. You know, yeah. You get paid, Owen, for United, maybe. Well, no, do you know what it was? Because, you know, like someone said something the other day, what would I rather? Would I rather England win a World Cup, or Man United win a Champions League or a Premier League? And speaking of which, I'm seeing a FIFA World Cup advert now. I think it's weird, isn't it? Because you would say, from your country's perspective, my country's only ever won the World Cup once. Obviously, I was not alive for it, despite what they say. So that would be an incredible moment, and sharing that with my family and my fellow country people would be incredible. What a moment! What a amazing situation that would be. But if I had to pick one based on what will make more people happy, then I would have to pick United, wouldn't I? Because Manchester United winning the Champions League would make far more people happy than England winning, a World Cup. England winning a World Cup would make a whole country happy. And United winning a Champions League would make, how many people are there in England? Or England's not even the UK. In England, however many million. If Man United won the Champions League, that's hundreds of millions of people around the world, isn't it? It's kind of a bit, there are different levels. But it would be amazing seeing England win a international tournament. That's why the Gareth Southgate thing pisses me off so much. So coming up next, it's the United States Championship. Here comes Ricky Saints. Which is amazing, because with Ricky Saints, I mean, it's a bit like the Cody Rhodes situation, isn't it? Whereby it's the same gimmick, isn't it? They just literally changed the last name. The music's even kind of similar, isn't it? He's absolute. It's the exact same thing, which I suppose, look, that's what works for him. It's 12 degrees here, and I'm over winter. I got a hoodie heater. I'd rather have my 30-degree sun. Hey, I'm right now. I could only wish it was winter or autumn right now. From sort of September onwards, that's my time of year. Jack says, is it me, or has the show been dull, even by WWE standards? Sometimes this is the sort of thing with WWE international PLEs. Not so much in recent years with the Saudi shows, with the more recent Saudi shows, not the initial ones. But like some of the international PLEs are really paint by numbers by WWE, and they kind of trade on the fact that the crowds will always be pretty loud, and because obviously it's an international show, they'll sell out. But sometimes they can just be really, really flat. You know, really, really flat and really predictable, but not in a good way. There's never, as I always say, there's nothing wrong with being predictable if it's entertaining, but it can feel flat. But the cage match was really, really good. The Queen of the Ring match was good. The King of the Ring match was, you know, fine. I enjoyed the Oba entrance, and I'm glad that Oba wins, even though I still think there's nefarious things happening there. Here comes a Trick Willie with his lemon pepper steppers. And Lil Yachty still... I mean, you know what? Yeah. Fair play to Lil Yachty, because he did not need to be as all-in, no pun intended, as he has been with Trick Williams. He has made every single day. He's made every single day, and he's legitimately his manager now, isn't he? Lil Yachty is just legitimately Trick Williams', you know, manager, which is cool. That is cool. This is what I say with like the celebrity stuff. I have no problem. I have no problem with celebrities being involved if they're gonna be all in and be involved. You know, that's why I don't have an issue with, say, like Logan Paul, because guy's a full-time WWE superstar. Fair play, put his body on the line. Lil Yachty, if he wants to make the dates, make the towns, fair enough. I mean, it's not really making the dates in the towns like it used to be back in the day, where you're on the road, you know, 275, 300 days a year. You know, the dates are much more limited, which is maybe why it's possible. But hey, fair play. But there is Trick Willie and Lil Yachty, or Lil Yachty, as I said. This is because that's one of those words that is very different between an English and American accent, isn't it? Lil Yachty, over, you know, in England or the UK, Lil Yachty, yacht. One of those weird English words where there's no O there, but it's yacht. But will we see a new United States champion? That is the question. I don't think so. I think Trick retains here. So this is the second of 4 matches set for the ESPN Unlimited part of this show. We just had the steel cage match between Seth Rollins and Bron Breakker. Oh, look at that! Ricky Saints attacking Trick Williams before the bell. Now it's I can't believe the referee allowed that. Why would the ref ring the bell there? Disgraceful refereeing. Oh, it doesn't matter though. Trick Williams with a big clothesline takes down Ricky Saints. Oh, what a clothesline. And it's really interesting to sort of get to know like different crowds and how they... What was that? Or was that... He's meant to be dodging right hands. That looks so weird. It's funny how you get to know international crowds. The Saudis crowd, I think, has actually...
Acknowledge me.
Jason Hanna 9912 has become a WN 365 roster
Really
member.
been a member 14 months.
How was the last match? Missed it because I had my dinner.
Well, lovely. What did you have? Best match of the night, unfortunately, Jason. best match of the evening between Seth Rollins and Bron Breakker. Seth Rollins wins with an avalanche stomp, but probably match of the night so far. And big up for being a member 14 months. Always supporting here on the channel. Much appreciated. As Ricky Saints is taking a bit of a break outside the ring. Oh, look. He just took the... Look at that. He's got the kendo stick. He hit the steel steps, and he's saying Lil Yachty hit him. Oh, this referee's terrible, isn't he? Not only did he ring the bell when Ricky Saints attacked Trick before the match, now he's just thrown Lil Yachty out. He didn't even hit him. So the crowd are saying, no, 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 hey, hey, goodbye. Who is actually the babyface in this match? Does the crowd know? I thought Trick was the babyface. And this was my point I was just about to make with the international crowds. It's interesting to get to know the different crowds' personalities. You know, for instance, in Japan, they're very much focused on, they're very reserved. They'll sit there, they'll clap, but they won't be super, super loud. They're very respectful. The Saudi crowds really love the pomp and the circumstance. They love the entrances. They love the theatrics. They're really in for that, and they've got a lot better. When WWE first went to Saudi in 2018, you could tell they're a bit not confused, but just how to interact with a live event. They're really loud and really, really good now. But like I said, it's interesting to know what different things like. For instance, the UK crowd or the European crowds evolved quite a lot as well recently. I think maybe across Europe, they're still that really loud crowd, really rabid. They'll do the chants, they'll make a lot of noise. But there was a lot of people talking about the recent tapings here in the UK, saying the crowd wasn't that great. They were quiet. They were quite reserved. And I do just sort of wonder if, with more dates being added to these European PLEs now, and not that feeling that we used to have for so long, which was, oh, we don't get any shows over here. They come over here once a year, that's it. That's not really the case now. Maybe is that making the crowds a bit tamer? Is it because the price of the tickets is just so expensive that it's not the same people that used to attend a few years ago because the prices have got so out of control? That's probably a part of it as well. As Ricky Saints just play a bit of air guitar. I mean, we are just 4 minutes into this match, and Lil Yachty was already thrown out a minute or so ago, wasn't he? Ricky with a running uppercut in the corner. Now, Ricky Saints is going to maybe walk the tightrope, a bit of old school perhaps. And the crowd, and I tell you what, the crowd just didn't react to that at all. There's a back suplex by Ricky Saints. He once again doing the pose in the ring. Big up to everyone who's clicked the like button. We're at 130 likes. Irish whip. Reversed by Trick Williams. Oh, I thought he was going for a back body drop sunset flip. And Trick kicks out. Oh, and there's that big uppercut by Ricky Saints there as well. I hate motorbikes. I used to live near a main road and that was full of motorbikes. It was just the worst. But Ricky Saints in control, kick to the small of the back. Oof, and a knee between the shoulder blades is there by Ricky Saints as well. Yeah, it's quite interesting here. The crowd's actually gone quite quiet. Maybe a little bit fatigued. Snap suplex by Saints. Doesn't go for a cover though. So maybe just looking to do some more damage. So once again, just how dedicated is Lil Yachty as well. He travelled all the way to Saudi to make an appearance for, what was he out? How long was he out there for? Maybe 3 minutes? Maybe 3 minutes? Talk about dedication. So I know, it's like, look, you really don't have to go. You know, you really don't. We're probably just going to throw you out. That's fine. I'll go. No problem. You sure? You sure that's what you want to do? Oh, what a kick by Trick. And there's another one. And a flapjack by Trick Willie. And there's a kip up to the athleticism. Crowd chanting for Trick. Oh, look at that slap. What's Trick thinking here? Look at that, a little bookend. Yes, it's very, very strange. The crowd just suddenly has become really, really fatigued, haven't they? Yeah, I was just saying that, Matty. I was saying that a minute ago, and it's becoming really obvious. For whatever reason here, they're just... Crowders aren't really feeling this at all, are they? They're just very, very quiet. Oh, there's a big clothesline by Ricky Saints. What's Ricky thinking here? Oh, it's like that was like a reversed Sister Abigail. Oof. Williams gets a shoulder up. It was like a reverse Sister Abigail, kind of. Bit of a chant of Ricky Saints from a smattering of people. There's a back body drop. Trick trying to... It's weird, isn't it? Because like the crowd are trying to... No, excuse me. Ricky Saints and Trick Williams are both doing spots that they hope are going to get the crowd into it, but the crowd are just not reacting really to anything. Or it feels like maybe some are, but some just not really. Oh, nice kick by Trick Williams. Nice neck breaker there as well. Cover. Oof. And Ricky kicks out. As this match nearly 10 minutes. United States Championship. Remember, on the line. Currently held by Trick Williams. Trick maybe thinking trick shot. There you go. Oh, misses. Ricky Saints. There you go. Tornado DDT. Saints going to go to the top rope. That was such a bad elbow. What was that? That was like me trying to do an elbow. He sort of went up to like the middle rope. His foot was on the top rope, and he just sort of fell backwards with the most lackluster elbow you've probably ever seen in your life. It was an elbow that reflected the feeling from the crowd right now. Right, Ricky's going to hit the ropes. Oh, Trick back to his feet. Another bookend, perhaps. Oh, no. Nice, great counter. Jumping knee by Saints. Another Revolution DDT. No. Williams hits the ropes. Hits the ropes again. Oh, wow. What a trick shot knee. That might be it. 2, 3, and Trick Williams retains in just about 10 minutes. Yeah, that was a strange one, that, wasn't it? That felt incredibly TV in the middle of SmackDown or Raw, didn't it? Trick, you know, retains, but it was and that was a bit flat, wasn't it? Can only hope that we get something a bit more from our 2 remaining matches. Which is surprising because they were talking about, you know, how much history they both have and with their timing NXT. And that was and what was weird about it is like it's not like it was a bad match. Oh, Ricky was going to attack him, but Lil Yachty caught him. Now he's attacking him with a kendo stick. What's he saying to Lil Yachty? Lil Yachty's going to do the people's elbow. I mean, it got a bit of a reaction. Bloody hell, Michael Cole. I mean, that was... Well, it was certainly something, wasn't it? You know, certainly a thing that happened. Lil Yachty just did a people's elbow, and the crowd sort of went, all right. Okay. But that was, yeah, that was certainly something. Very flat, that one. Which, again, was strange because it wasn't a bad match, but as Jason says right there, I think completely accurately in the chat, it just felt like something that maybe should have been on SmackDown. Make that a SmackDown main event. Yeah, just felt a bit... Well, we need to fill up some time on the show. We can see Gunther getting ready backstage. Coming up next, now we've got another US title match. This time it's the women's US title. We've got Tiffany Stratton defending against Jade Cargill. Now, this is interesting because are we going to get a title change in this one? I think we absolutely could. I mean, it does feel like that they've been setting up for Jade versus Charlotte for SummerSlam. And I do like the idea of Charlotte maybe winning the women's US title and then doing with it like Becky Lynch has been doing with the women's IC title on Raw. Because I think that's the best way to establish a mid-card title is have someone like Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair hold it for a while, give it some credibility. So I think that might be maybe where they're going. Tiffany Stratton's women's US title reign has been largely just sort of nothing's really happened too much, has it? Yeah, unless we have a situation where maybe Tiffany retains because Charlotte Flair gets involved, thus setting up their match doesn't need necessarily the women's US title. That might be the argument that is being made there, perhaps. Either way, it's going to be our penultimate match of the evening. After this match, we're going to have the main event, which is the undisputed WWE Championship. Cody Rhodes, Gunther, and Sami Zayn triple threat match. So I think we'll probably be, two match. I even say 2 matches in an hour. I mean, maybe the main event will go 20. It's probably 30 minutes plus, including the entrances. So yeah, maybe we'll finish just before sort of 9 o'clock, which would be just enough time to watch England play in the World Cup. Yes. I'm sure that'll be a barrel of laughter. Although it's been weird, actually, hasn't it, for the end of group matches. I really liked that at the last World Cup in 2022. The final group stage matches were filled with so much drama, weren't they? I remember like Japan and Germany, and it was great. We haven't really had that this time round, have we? We haven't really had that. Oh, the day started, they were fourth, and they've now gone through with being first. They haven't really had that much, you know. Even like France when they played Norway rested and people have rotated. USA did the same, and yeah, it's been a bit, but I do think that we're gonna have some great knockouts matches. I hope anyway as well. That's when the real drama of a tournament starts, once you start getting into the knockout stages, extra time, pens, and all that fun stuff. So we'll hopefully be enjoying that shortly. Well, England fans maybe. I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We're 6 likes away from 140 likes. If you haven't already clicked the like button, be sure to subscribe if you are new. And also, be sure to scan the QR code right there for Oxford Natural by Gowan Life. In fact, maybe I'll play my own advert. Look at this. All right, guys, before we get into this video, a quick word from the sponsor. And yeah, this one's actually personal. Today's video is brought to you by Oxford Natural, the team behind Optimum Day and Night. Now listen, I've actually been on this myself, and I'll be honest, I wouldn't be talking about it if it didn't work. We're talking thousands across the UK, the US and beyond seeing real results. Optimum Day, steady energy, cuts cravings, keeps your metabolism firing. Optimum Night, proper sleep, better recovery, and you're still burning while you rest. Ingredients including berberine, ashwagandha, magnesium, guarana. It makes sense. Do your own research. The proof is there. This isn't some magic pill, but it works. Just look at this. Michael Owen, 35 pounds down in 8 months. Don Robbie from AFTV, YouTube icon, over 100 pounds gone. From United View, I've dropped over 100 pounds in 10 months myself, and KG lost 30 in 4. Anita, 44 pounds. Linda, over 50. Real people, real results. So if you've been thinking about sorting yourself out, now is your moment. Scan the QR code or hit the link below. Use code Owen365. Get 70% off your first order. No gimmicks, no needles, just results. Oxford Natural, let's get to work. Yes, big up to Oxford Natural by Gowan Life. You can scan the QR code right over there and subscribe and save up to 70% off your first order of Optimum Day and or Night. I didn't even mean to, but I timed that perfectly with coming back from commercial. Look at that. Not bad. Not bad. Nubida says, when I went to sleep, South Africa were fourth, was woken up at 5 a.m. but by screaming and hooting because we were second. That was good, to be fair. That was interesting. That was good. What's going on here? Is this still just a shot of the arena, and we're hearing an advert again? That's very strange. Oh, now we are back. Hello, Asher. You watching Night of Champions? Yeah. 2018, the Brothers of Destruction against DX. Less said about that, the better. My word. Yes, in the Royal Rumble earlier this year, Liv Morgan, Roman Reigns winning the Rumble matches. Careful, Asher, don't hit the microphone. And of course, next year in Riyadh is WrestleMania indeed. KG, that comedian's going to be in the main event. That's what's going to happen. I've already spoken to Turkey Al Sheikh. It's happening. Me and KG for the Manchester United WWE Championship. That's what it's going to be. Of course, Ash is going to be in my corner. And the question is, what will the main event of next year's WrestleMania be? Is it going to be the time we finally get Roman Reigns versus The Rock? Are we going to see legends come out of retirement? I mean, in terms of money being thrown around, it's going to be a lot of money being thrown around to certain wrestlers. No doubt about that. And Roman Reigns is official for Monday Night Raw. Roman Reigns returns to Raw on Monday in Atlantic City. 6 p.m. Eastern, 3 Pacific. Exactly, Rahul. Kevin, Gary, and Owen. Once in a lifetime. That's what it's going to be. And the New York Knicks, yes. Jalen Brunson's got a New York Knicks championship signed by Roman Reigns. I mean, it's not as good as this. It's not as good as this. Yeah, it's not as good as that. That's the real deal right there. Yeah. A storm is coming, Asher. As here comes Jade Cargill. Somehow it is snowing in Saudi. A storm is here. A former WWE Women's Champion now going after Women's United States title gold. Can see Jade Cargill telling them all to boo. talking smack. The storm is in the desert. She wants the women's US title. Is she going to get it this evening? That's the question. As we are 3 likes away from 140 likes. As Jade Cargill poses in the squared circle. Ahead of this championship encounter. Our penultimate match of the evening. After this, of course, the main event for the undisputed WWE Championship. Sunday night's main event. Coming up later this year. Of course, remember, it was Tiffany Stratton who Jade Cargill defeated to become WWE Women's Champion for the first time last year at a Saturday night's main event at the end of October. It's Tiffy time. And that's such a great shot there of Jade Cargill rolling her eyes with that as well. It's Tiffy time. She was like, oh, whatever. Here is the women's US champion. It's Tiffy time. Of course, she is from Minnesota, which of course is where SummerSlam will be at the beginning of August. They certainly do have a lot of history, indeed. It was a nearly a year-long title reign, yeah. Jason says, Owen, I'm hearing we might see Hoyland versus Liam Delap at WrestleMania. What's that? Battle of the baddest? But bad, not in a good way, in a bad way. As we see the Women's United States Championship on the line in this one. Oh, gotta go make sure I get ready. Bell rings and we are underway. Tiffany Stratton going straight after Cargill. Tiffy in the Barbie pink. We've got Jade Cargill in... What colour would we say that is? A kind of plum colour? Oh, look at that. Shades of Jack Briscoe with that roll-up. Oh, Cargill went for a choke slam. No. What's Cargill looking for here? Oh, lands on her feet. Drop toe hold, and Cargill goes right into the middle rope. We're going to get a hip attack in the corner. Careful, Asher. You're going to eat the microphone, silly. Oh, suicide. Oh, caught by Cargill. Oh, wow. What a knee that was. That was something else, wasn't it? Now Cargill mocking Tiffy. Saying, what time is it? Stratton hits the ropes. Oh, pop up. Maybe power bomb. Ah, nice. Sit out power bomb. Hello, Asher. Yes. I mean, you want to talk about the heat wave and how horrible the heat has been. Imagine being her in this heat. Horrible, isn't it? Yeah. She's been she's got her own little like cooling station. She sits in front of her. I put a desk fan on the floor in front of her bed and she just sits in front of it, sleeps there. Bless her. As Cargill just throwing Stratton into the ring. Don't eat the microphone, Asher. It's not good for you. But Cargill in control in this one, though. Irish whip going to send Stratton into the corner. Bounces off the turnbuckle. And look at Cargill channeling her own inner Scott Steiner. She's doing press-ups. Just mocking the women's US champion. Now, Tiffy trying to fight back. She's trying to get the crowd on her side a little bit. Oh, nice black hole slam. Look at that. Oof. Look at this. Beautiful. That is one hell of a black hole slam. Shades of the monster abyss. We used to freeze pieces of fruit and water fries. We tried that with carrots. She didn't really like them. She liked the coldness, but she didn't like it. She does like ice cubes. So, do sometimes put ice cubes in her water. Or sometimes she sort of chews on them. Oof. Cargill just... Look at these forearms right to the chest. Irish whip sends Tiffy into the opposite corner. Cargill just shoved Tiffy into the... Ducks the clothesline. Oh, what a drop kick. Steady, Asher. You want to move around this way? There you go. Handspring elbow. Another handspring. Oh, no. Uh-oh. Here we go. Jaded. Jaded. Oh, no. Rolls through. Rolls through. Rolls through again. And there's a basement drop kick by Tiffy. Cover. And a kick out at 2. Once again, referee Daphne LaShawn is in charge of this one. As Stratton looks a bit frustrated. Can't lick the microphone. I know you want to... She wants to talk so much she wants to eat the microphone. Thank you. You going to watch it with us? I can't really see her. There you go. With a bit above the crown. There you go. You have to look that way. You have to look that way. No. No. Prettiest moonsault ever. Oh, knees up by Cargill. What is this? Oh. It's meant to be a version of like a rack attack kind of thing. Sandstorm, she calls it. It was very, very, very flat. Very, very flat. Cargill in the driver's seat. Oh, what was that? Went for Jaded. Kind of turned it into a bit of a stunner, I think. That was a bit unique. There's the forearm by Tiffy. Hits the ropes. Caught by Cargill. Up on the shoulders. Oh, crucifix. What? Oh dear, oh dear. That was, yeah, that wasn't good. That was nasty. That was not good at all. She went for a crucifix bomb and then Jade Cargill was flopping around like she was Vince McMahon taking a stunner. Uh-oh, there's B-Fab. And there's Meechin. Oof. Just pushes Stratton off the top rope. There's a choke slam. 1, 2. And Tiffany rolls the shoulder up. Once again, the crowd are just really not interested, are they? Who the hell? Who's that? It's Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green's appeared, and even again, the crowd have just the crowd are just really quiet. Really, really, they're just not in it. I think they might have gone home. Chelsea's looking at the Women's US Championship. Multiple-time former US champion. Roll up. Oof. Oh, pump kick by Cargill. And now Chelsea Green's been dragged into the ring by Jade Cargill. Go down. Good girl. Cargill's still distracted with Chelsea Green. Cargill's looking at the title. Who's that? It's Charlotte Flair. Even that's managed to wake some people up, some woos. Oh, the title off the head of Cargill. Prettiest moonsault ever. 2, 3, and Tiffany Stratton retains. Charlotte costs Jade Cargill the title. And that sets up their SummerSlam match, certainly, doesn't it? Tiffany Stratton, still the Women's US Champion, even though Chelsea Green was very much eyeing up that title, wasn't she? As we just see the end had a million different arrivals, didn't it? We had Meechin, we had B-Fab, we had Charlotte Flair. Well, we had Chelsea Green and Charlotte Flair, excuse me. But once again, the crowd was struggling to care, were they, in that one? Very much struggling to care. So Chelsea Green just the whole time was hiding under the ring, apparently. And then Charlotte Flair wearing, as Numinous puts it, the least inconspicuous suits. Yes. Not sure how that would have been a surprise. And then we had the prettiest moonsault ever. Stratton still the Women's US Champion. And still the champ. Tiffy time remains. So that was our penultimate match, which means we are now coming up on the main event, which of course is for the undisputed WWE Championship. We are 8 likes away from 150 likes. If you haven't already clicked that like button. As we're seeing Cody Rhodes getting ready and warming up in that WWE ring backstage. Cody doing the classic. All the time. All the time. Why is he randomly smiling there backstage? Well, he's in the ring and suddenly... All the time. All the time. All the time. Every time he arrives at arena, he hears the... Every arrival. The Cody smile. Honestly. Yes. But I don't think we're going to get a new WWE champion tonight. I think Cody's going to win because... Well, it had been reported anyway, wasn't it? There was going to be Cody versus Punk at SummerSlam. But you feel like, yeah, if there was ever a night that Sami Zayn was going to win the WWE Championship, it probably would have been tonight. Wow, if he was ever going to win the title, it would have probably been against Roman Reigns at Elimination Chamber in 2023. That felt like his moment, didn't it? And it wasn't. But maybe in Saudi, in a triple threat, beating someone he has beaten before in Gunther, even though I'm not wild about the idea of Gunther taking a pinfall loss. To be honest with you, it does feel a little bit like a Sami's in there to take the fall kind of match, doesn't it? It maybe does feel a little bit along those lines. That, oh yeah, we kind of need Sami. We need someone to take a pin. We don't want Gunther to take a pin because, you know, this is the guy that retired AJ, retired Cena, retired Goldberg. We don't really want to be in the business of him taking pins all the time. So, no, even that clash in Italy, that was controversial. And then when he got pinned on SmackDown, it was controversial. He's not going to get pinned clean. So you can't pin Gunther. So, yeah, maybe. But, yeah, if Cody gets pinned, I don't think anyone would care about that. To be honest as well, this event kind of needs it, you know, really. When you look at what we've seen so far this evening, we've had, a King of the Ring final, which was fine, and the right winner, but I still don't think Oba actually won it with the tap out thing. I hope I'm wrong there. Queen of the Ring final, I thought was good between Io and Liv. Steel cage match was the match of the night, and then the last two matches, the men's US title and the women's US title, have been so flat. Not that the matches were terrible, just the crowd they literally. I don't know what the phrase is, you know, couldn't give a shit, but it's probably less than that. It's probably literally It's not even that they couldn't give a shit. I don't know what's worse than not giving a shit, but it was that. So, yeah, feels like this main event does need a bit of something, bit of something. But this close to SummerSlam, are they really going to switch the title like that? Particularly when you're hearing these reports and rumors about, no, it's going to be Punk versus Rhodes for the WWE title. That's what they're doing. Unless it's a bit like Drew McIntyre earlier this year, right? He was the WWE champion for a short period of time. Maybe that's the case for Sammy. Maybe he wins it and he's the champion for like a week or two. And Cody Rhodes wins it back, and maybe that's when Punk comes back and confronts him, and then we're off to the races for the SummerSlam match. Perhaps that's the direction. I'm not sure. But if there was a night, it would feel like it would have to be tonight. But we'll have to wait too long to find out. That's the positive thing. We're going to be back from commercial in about 30 seconds exactly, according to my Netflix. Thank God, because if I have to see another slow motion video of wrestlers doing moves, I don't know what I'll do. At least they could make like the videos in between not the same thing over and over again. At least if there were 3 minutes of something different every time, at least that would be bit more palatable, as opposed to we'll be right back. Back in the day, for a taped SmackDown in Sky Sports in the UK, they used to just show an old match from the WWE Vault, is what they used to do. How am I coming back into another commercial? For Evil Dead Burn, apparently. Yes. Not a big. Is this a horror film? If it is, it's not for me. Not a horror fan. I don't like being made to jump. As we're seeing hype for SummerSlam. SummerSlam coming to Minnesota. That stage was so disappointing last year for SummerSlam, wasn't it? Just giant LED board. Well, we know Women's World Championship is going to be on the line. It's going to be Liv Morgan versus Io Sky. Got a bit of a Viking helmet background. I like that. I tell you what, could they get more sponsors on that match card? There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? 5 match sponsors on that card. Holy cow, on that match graphic. As WrestleMania 40, yes, coming from Riyadh next year. The question is, who is Obafemi who's he gonna challenge at SummerSlam? So they're showing some of the replays of when Io Sky won the Queen of the Ring tournament. She had that miraculous knee recovery to sprint and do the moonsault. But Io Sky, Queen of the Ring. I said the fall from grace from Obafemi on Jey Uso. Yes, and there he was posing with the crown. There's Joe Tess, Peter Rosenberg, and Big E. They'll be doing their Night of Champions post-show. I'll be doing mine. Won't be as long as theirs. Joe Tess says they're going to hear from Seth Rollins. They're talking about Rollins' victory over Braun Breaker inside of the steel cage. Joe Tess says we'll also hear from the winner of the WWE Championship Triple Threat main event, which we're about to watch shortly. Here we go, main event time. And first, here comes Sami Zayn. Is tonight going to be his moment? Is tonight going to be his night? Well, he's certainly going to have the crowd on his side, no doubt about that. He says, I hear some Ride or Die fans in the house. Of course, there was a report that went around earlier this year, if you recall, saying that Sami Zayn had actually pushed to win the WWE Championship in his match against Drew McIntyre at the Royal Rumble, which was in Saudi. Now, of course, McIntyre would go on to lose the title to Cody Rhodes in a couple of weeks anyway. But interesting to note that the last time he was in Saudi, he competed for the WWE Championship, and he was pushing to win it. Fast forward 6 months later, we're in the same situation. Is he pushing to win it this time? That's the question. Certainly would be a massive moment for Sami, even if he held the title for a week or two. That would be enough, you feel? That would be enough. Here we go. We'll see if it is going to be Sami's moment. I still think Cody retains. But that's just me. Yes, he says, a little respect, you'd love to see it. And it was such a shame that he couldn't appear at the Saudi shows originally because of tensions with Syria and his Syrian heritage. But thankfully that was sorted, and now he gets a hero's response and reaction whenever he competes at these Saudi shows. And here comes Der Ring General. We were talking earlier on about the amazing Oberfemi entrance. Get ready for this one. And there is the former WWE World Heavyweight Champion. Never held the WWE Championship. Will that change this evening? He is the career killer. He is Gunther. Looks like he's leaned up even more, doesn't it, Gunther? I mean, obviously, I did a video the other day talking about, physical transformations, and Gunther is one of the, most remarkable ones, of course, since moving to the United States. But, yeah, he looks even leaner than before. Which is so impressive, isn't it? Is that Gunther, the whole thing, when he was on the Indies and in NXT UK, was that he was this big, large guy, 300 pounds. That's where his power came from. And some wondered, if he loses the weight, is he still going to look like that big, dominating, imposing figure? And the answer is yes. What a successful signing for WWE Gunther has been. Matty says, I need to get on the diet he's on. You need to get optimized. But I think it's Ludwig Kaiser apparently is a big help. Obviously, they're very close friends. Gunther even bailed him out of jail, didn't he? So they're very, very tight, very close. They were saying that Kaiser was a big help to him for that. Or should I say El Grande Americano? I don't know why I'm bringing them up. They're two different people anyway. I don't know. That was weird. And here comes the American Nightmare, the current WWE Champion. Does it bother anyone still that they call it the Undisputed WWE Championship when there's literally a world title on Raw? They still just call it the WWE title, for goodness sake. And there is the American Nightmare. WWE Championship in tow. As we're 4 likes away from 150 likes. And a big whoa from the crowd in Riyadh. I think the crowd is going to actually be a bit more, into this one than they have been the last couple of matches. Now, the crowd are definitely enjoying the Cody Rhodes entrance for sure, aren't they? Not sure what t-shirt got thrown at Rhodes there. Was it one of his? As they're showing all of the accolades that Cody Rhodes has. WWE Champion 3 times. 2-time Intercontinental Champion. 8-time Tag Team Champion. 2025 King of the Ring. Beat Randy Orton last year. And of course the 2023 and 2024 back-to-back Royal Rumble winner. And the pyro going off even more for Cody Rhodes. Be a Cody Rhodes entrance without a indulgent amount of pyrotechnics. As we await for the ring introductions from Mark Nash, of course, is a triple threat match for the undisputed WWE Championship. Scheduled for one fall, and it's for. As we'll get the Cody Rhodes intro, it gives it all this. First challenger being introduced is Sami Zayn. A strong crowd reaction, as one would expect. Next up, it's Gunther, the ring general. And the champion from Atlanta, Georgia. There we go. Do this. This is going to do that. Come on, come on. There we go. Triple threat match. Champion does not need to be involved to lose the title. There's the smile again. That's what it's got to be. The smile, and then lock back in. It's the Cody Rhodes classic. Here we go. We're waiting for the bell to ring. Bell rings, and this one is underway. This is the main event. Cody Rhodes defending the WWE Championship against Sami Zayn and Gunther. Gunther, of course, challenged Cody at Clash in Italy. It was controversy. Sami Zayn was a special guest referee. On SmackDown, more controversy, and what an atmosphere, certainly. Corey Graves is right. And Gunther just attacked Sami Zayn. Went right after Sami. Now it's Cody and Gunther in the middle of the ring. Oof. Look at that elbow. I think so, Jason. I think so. I would love for Sami to win, but I feel like he's in there to take a pinfall. But would they have Sami get pinned in Saudi? They did earlier this year against Drew McIntyre. So that's not impossible. Side headlock. Rhodes, shoulder tackle, takes Sami down. Doesn't even get a 1 count. Cody swipes the legs of Sami. Another one. Oof. There's the big right hand. Shades of his brother Goldust. Or half brother Goldust, should I say. Get the chance of Sami Zayn. Now Sami with a side headlock. Cody drops down. Gonna go over a leapfrog. And Gunther just grabs Sami by the ankles, pulls him out of the ring and throws him into the steel steps. Gunther now pulling Cody out the ring. Cody fighting back. Oof, but as he's getting back into the ring, just a big kick right to the to the gut and a chop. Gunther, big right hand right off the forehead of the American Nightmare. And Gunther making sure he's not going too quick, just slowly controlling the pace of this one. And the final 2 kings of the ring before Oberfemi. Cody last year, Gunther the ring before. Both went on to win their world title matches at SummerSlam as well. Gunther defeated Damian Priest. Cody Rhodes defeated John Cena. Oof, open hand chop by Cody to Gunther, but if anything, I think it just pissed Gunther off as he just froze him chest first into the turnbuckles. And look at Gunther in this complete control. Irish whip. Oh, a knee to the gut. And another. And maybe go for a neck breaker perhaps. Oh, what a chop across the chest. Cody kicks out at 1. Oh, Sami Zayn gets back into the match, just chopped immediately by Gunther. Oh, reverse elbow by Sami in the corner. Springboard. Oh, and another big chop by Gunther. Now Gunther going to maybe go for a back suplex. Yeah, drops him. Back suplex. Bit of a nasty landing for Sami Zayn there as well. Crowd chants. Let's go, Sami. Lands on his feet. Cody card. There you go by Cody Rhodes. Now Cody maybe trying to fire up here a little bit. Cody hits the ropes. Cody up and over. There's the power slam. Shades of Goldust once again. Oh, Cody, what was that? That was a side effect, kind of. Oh, Sami Zayn kicks out. Yeah, it was a Shades of Matt Hardy, a side effect. Seeing a replay of the power slam, and yeah, it was a side effect. Oh, double Cody car onto both Sami Zayn and Gunther. Ducks a clothesline from Gunther. Cody. Suicide dive takes out Sami Zayn on the entrance ramp. Cody gonna float over, perhaps. Gunther trying to hold on. Can't. Gunther kicks out. Tell you what a frenetic and fast pace. Oh, went for a powerbomb. Cody just lands on his feet. Uh-oh, crossroads maybe. Snapmare takeover. Oh, what a counter. What a reversal by Gunther. And there's a powerbomb. That might be it. Stacks him up. 1, 2. And Sami Zayn saves the match. Cody Rhodes was beat there. So Sami Zayn made sure that Gunther didn't win the match in the WWE Championship. So right there, Sami Zayn's just cost Gunther the title. Oof. Wow. Sami Zayn just threw Gunther into the steel steps, and the steps just flew at ringside. My word. Sami Zayn, maybe. Oh, we went for a blue thunder bomb. No. Here we go. We got flip, flop, and fly. Shades of Cody's father, the American Dream, Dusty. Behind a cowboat. No. Blue thunder bomb. It never works. It never works. They always kick out at 2.5. Very rarely Sami Zayn wins with the blue thunder bomb. He has a couple of times. But it's still one of the best near fall moves, isn't it? For some reason, fans always buy into the blue thunder bomb. It's a great move as well. I think it's a better finish than his haluva kick. But I suppose you want a finish that you can do on everyone. Oh, he was going for a haluva kick and got the... Oh, wow. Just pulled Sami Zayn. Legs open right into that ring post. Nasty. Gunther getting Cody Rhodes up on the top rope. Cody with these forearm shots to the shoulder blades, but Gunther managing to fight back. Cody on the top rope. Gunther drops to the mat. Now what does Cody do? Caught? No. Oh, he went for a lariat, and Cody's going to turn it into a crossroads. Hits it. 1, 2. Oh, and Sami Zayn just pulled the referee out the ring. It's legal. No disqualifications. Well, Cody, you can look at him and be angry because that's what he's meant to do. He's allowed to do that. Cody saying, Sami, get in the ring. Sami Zayn's up on the apron. Gunther, meanwhile, is rolling to the outside. He's getting out there. Of course, he did just see it at Crossroads. It's smart for him to maybe take a bit of a break and listen to the atmosphere inside the Kingdom Arena. Interestingly, Cody barely let Sami get into the ring. Not a very babyface thing to do. Springboard. Oh, went for a disaster kick. Zayn, oh, brain buster. On. Oh, and Gunther with a splash. Kind of. Gunther. Powerbomb. Oh. Sami Zayn takes a hell of a powerbomb, doesn't he? Oh, powerbomb to Cody. He's going to stack him. Stack him. He's going to do it again to Sami. This might be it. Oh, wow. Turned it into... Oh, kicks out. That was amazing. He turned a powerbomb into a sunset flip bomb. That was incredible by Sami Zayn. Look at this. He powerbombs Cody onto Sami. And then turns this into a... Oh, that was such a nasty slingshot there as well. Wow. So the WWE Championship still on the line. This match is now over 10 minutes old. Sami Zayn, Cody Rhodes, of course the WWE Champion, and Gunther. Title on the line. Now it looks like Sami Zayn maybe is in control of this one. Crowd chanting, "Let's go, Sami." Gunther. Oh, Gunther went for a haluva kick of his own. Sammy's got an opportunity. Here we go. Maybe haluva kick. Oh, haluva kick to Gunther. 1, 2. Oh, and Cody pulls the referee out. Well, I thought you said that was a bad thing earlier on, Cody. I thought you said that was a bad thing. Crowd booing Cody. Good. Good. Well, crowd aren't happy with that one. Now, Cody and Sammy fighting on the outside. And what is Cody? I mean, he's trying to clear some cables. They look like some very important cables there for a second. He was cleared off. And Cody realized for a second that some of those cables were maybe important ones he was throwing around. Now, Sami Zayn's trying to clear up the Arabic announce table. Equipment's all over the place. Sami Zayn's put Cody onto the Arabic announce table. Sami Zayn's got Cody up on the Arabic announce table. What are they going for here? Sami Zayn got to go for broke, maybe. Package pile driver. Shades of Kevin Owens. Package pile driver. He's up. No. Oof. Oh no. Back body drop through the other announce table by Cody Rhodes to Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn sent absolutely crashing through the announce desk indeed. Sammy's out. I mean, we don't know where Gunther is at this point. I think Michael Cole's microphone was taken out. Yeah, Michael Cole's headset has been ripped out. Corey Graves is the only one that's Mike's actually working at the moment. Oh, here's Gunther again. Oh no, Gunther's going to powerbomb Cody. Oh my goodness me. Powerbomb Demonte now. It didn't break. I am the table. Do it again. Oh, this time it does break. And who did he go into? Who was that? I think he went into a audio technician. Who was that guy? So some guy just got taken out. What the hell? I think it was an audio guy just got powerbombed on. Sleeper hold locked in. It's the same move he's used to win the world title on multiple occasions. It's the same move he used to retire John Cena, retire AJ Styles, retire Goldberg. Michael Cole, his audio is barely back. His mic's been the shits all night. I don't think the last thing he needed was get more audio troubles. Rhodes, he's got... Michael Cole, your mic is terrible. Michael, stop talking. It's terrible. Gunther has got the sleeper hold locked in on Cody. Cody trying to reach the ropes. Can he reach there? Can he reach? Is he fading? Is he fading? Is he out? Is he out? Oh no, Sami Zayn stops him. Cody Rhodes has passed out, but he won't let his arm drop. He wouldn't let his arm fall down. Now what? Gunther is talking some smack to Sami Zayn. Oh, what an open hand chop. Ouch. Oh. And they're high as well. They're like around the neck. They gotta hurt. Oh, my word. And a slap by Sami Zayn. Another one. Graves has just given Michael Cole his headset. Exploder suplex. Someone just went, give the headset to Michael Cole. Michael Cole nearly said for the rest of this match as well, which maybe says the finish is coming. A haluva kick by Sami Zayn. 1, 2. Oh, he kicked out. It made me think that actually we were going to see a title change then, because Michael Cole, they got Michael Cole on commentary. I was like, they've got him on there because Sami's going to win the title. I mean, Michael Cole's mic with Corey Graves' headset doesn't sound much better. There's the haluva kick again. What happens now? Sami looks inconsolable at this point. What does he have left to give at this point? Zayn pulling Gunther back up. Oh, what a lariat by Gunther. Uh-oh, Cody. Avalanche. Cody cutter. Crossroads. Oh, Sami Zayn. He's going to hit a crossroads of his own. Crossroads on Cody. Is this going to be it? Sami Zayn, he's got another chance. Oh, sleeper hold. What have we got here? Oh, we got... What the hell is this? A double crossroads. What the hell? Uh-oh, we've got booze. Oh, rolls through. Rolls through. 1, 2. He won! He won! He won! Sami Zayn won! Sami Zayn's the WWE champion! What the hell? Sami Zayn won the title! Holy shit! He finally did it! Sami Zayn won the WWE title! Holy shit! It happened! Miracles happen! On the 10th try, Sami Zayn wins the WWE Championship. He's done it! Oh my God. A miracle in Riyadh indeed. And Sami Zayn, not only a world champion, he's the WWE champion. The WWE champion. I mean, it doesn't get bigger than that. Sami Zayn is the WWE champion. Oh my God. Sami Zayn is at the top of the mountain indeed. Holy shit. I mean, it felt like sort of, maybe will they do it? Will they actually do it? I tell you what, I'm thrilled for him. I really am thrilled for him. And I'm really glad WWE had the balls to do it. And like I said, I don't even think he's going to hold it for that long. I reckon he'll probably hold it for like maybe a week or two. I don't even think he's going to hold it for that long. But I don't care. I think that's good. You know, fine. It's on, get it on his record. If you've done it once, even if it's like Kane for 24 hours when he beat Stone Cold Steve Austin. I remember Paul Bearer told Kane that night, get pictures taken because no one can take that away from you. Incredible. Absolutely incredible, eh? Absolutely incredible. Maybe he's going to drop it to over. You're right. Maybe that's what's going to happen. We'll see. But Sami Zayn celebrating among the WWE fans. He's celebrating with the people in Riyadh. What a moment. What a moment indeed. Incredible. What is weird though is that it's like they've set him up as a heel, and now suddenly Michael Cole likes him. Now suddenly Michael Cole likes him. He was calling him entitled and all that shit earlier on. Somewhere, yeah, Kevin Owens is looking on with a big smile on his face indeed. Because Sami Zayn, he did it. He did it. Sami Zayn is not only a world champion, he's WWE champion. Wow. And I tell you what, again, he deserves it. He absolutely deserves it. And as I said, even if he only holds it for like a week or a couple of weeks, it doesn't matter. He did it. He did it, and I'm so glad for him. I'm so glad for him. I'm thrilled for him. I really, really am. Wow. 10 years. He said he'd never do it, and he did. He did it. And look at Sami Zayn once again celebrating with the fans, celebrating with the crowd. An absolutely incredible moment. And there you go. That is WWE Night of Champions. Appreciate everyone that's tuned in. We are going to be going straight to the post show, so be sure to join us very shortly. You'll be redirected. Appreciate everyone for tuning in. Sami Zayn, new WWE champion.